In this episode, we're talking about security cameras and which one you should be using in your Airbnb short-term rentals, so stay tuned. Vacation Rental Machine helps hosts just like you learn how to start, grow, and scale your short-term rental business. This show is all about creating systems that help you automate your business, giving you more time and money freedom. If you're ready to start living the vacation rental life, then subscribe to this podcast today. Come and join us on our Facebook group, The Host Nation, where we'll be talking about starting, automating, and scaling a short-term rental business. Now, on to the show. Hey, welcome back, Host Nation, to another episode of Vacation Rental Machine. In the last episode, we were talking about smart locks. In this episode, we are talking all about security cameras and which one professionals are using in their short-term rental listings. So if you haven't caught on already, security cameras are an important part of your short-term rental business because they help you in so many ways, whether that is just being able to verify if the amount of guests are correct, to see and use as proof if there is a party going on, or even just to be able to communicate with people that are having issues with checking into your property. These are all just some aspects of using a security camera to be able to better support your business. Now, there are a lot of security cameras out there, and it can be confusing as to which one should be right for you. And I know this is all the struggle that everybody faces when they are first starting out, is which security camera should you be using? Now, again, you can use any security camera out there, but which one are the professionals using? So, John, you have over 30 properties now. So that's a lot of properties that you have to have oversight. What type of security camera have you found to be best suited for a larger operation versus maybe just when you first started off?
So I'll be honest, I'm still somewhat caught in between on where I need to be. I might make a change a little later as we continue to grow. It's still one of those things that I just either get too many notifications from my current system or I want to switch up a little bit later. So right now I'm using Ring. I love Ring because it's cheap. I can go get it from Costco at a fairly good price. I can install it really easily, and it just works effectively. I can see what I need to see, and I can connect my cameras. So one of the things that I do like about Ring is they provide a floodlight camera. This is almost always my go-to camera for the rear of my properties. If it is a standalone dwelling, that way I can see what's going on in the back. You can't just have the front door closed and try to sneak some people into the back door. I'm going to see all of that. So it's important to still get a full glimpse around the property. I find that the applications that I can get from Ring actually apply very well. The only thing else that I've found that could be somewhat similar is to actually get a full-on security system for the property itself. But what I'm not willing to do at this moment is to take on all of those individual monitoring costs that just will pile up in this scenario. And I'm not too sure that it will be 100% fruitful. But what I got that works together, I got my August door locks, which tells me what's opening and closing. I got my Ring cameras that show me what's going on outside of the property. I got my noise aware that tells me what's going on inside of the property. I got a Nest thermostat that also tells me if you just touched the thermostat or if you're in the home, tells me away or home. So all of those things give me a good picture. That's why I'm not too sure I need to go the security route for like ADT or anything that way. But I am still interested in something that could provide me something a little bit better. When I find it, I'll let you know. The reason I chose Ring initially was because it was a fairly easy application. One, it was almost a new company kind of coming out. I like to be cutting edge in a sense, and I like the advantage that I would get from the doorbells. In some of my other properties, it had a ability to operate off of a battery. So where I didn't have a wired doorbell to actually hook up, I could use this battery to go in and install this doorbell camera or any type of camera that they had because they had all these battery options. I thought that was great. The battery does last a good little while. One of the issues with having a battery operated device is what happens when the battery goes out. You either have to get somebody out there with a fresh battery to swap it out, or you got to charge the one that's there. So I now only want to go for the ones that are hardwired into the wall, That way I don't have to go out and do that piece.
One other important part of using security cameras is disclosure. So in some of the previous episodes, we talked about disclosure and how sites like Airbnb are very aggressive when you are not disclosing that, enough so that they can actually shut down your listing. So make sure when you are using security cameras, if you are using any monitoring devices, that you are disclosing that in your house rules, in your messages. Make that very clear and have the person acknowledge that when they are coming to your property, that there is some type of monitoring device. And that doesn't have to be anything like you don't have to say that it's intrusive, but it's for the safety and security of the property.
One other note to add to that is it's also a deterrent. Even if you don't have these devices at your property just yet, just noting them will sometimes cut down on the type of riffraff that you could have.
So question of the day, which security system or cameras are you going to be using in your short-term rentals? Leave it in the comments section down below. And until next time, Host Nation, keep on hosting. Hope you hosts found value in this episode. If you did, please go on over to iTunes and leave us a review, as that would greatly support the show. If you'd like to connect with John, the community, and I, then go on over to our Facebook group, The Host Nation. Talk to your host in the next episode. Keep on hosting.